There we go. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another stream for Dub City. This is the Contractors for the Kids VR esports tournament for Contractors VR. Hopefully there wasn't too much bumping on the microphone, but welcome back again. My name is 44. If you're not familiar with me, there we go. If I can get my pointing right, there we go. I am 44_VR. I'm a content creator on Twitch here, twitch.tv/44_VR. If you want to see any of my content, I do play Contractors, the game that we're going to be playing today. And I'm actually competing in this tournament as well. So some of these guys that we're playing, or seeing, play today are people that I have played against before, people that I know pretty darn well, and some of them are pretty dang good. Well, if you're getting to this point, this level, I would assume you're pretty good. So anyway, without further ado, I'm in contact with one of the teams right now, but I'm expecting a really good match with UMAD Clan versus Cat Alpha Squad. Today is going to be a mash of the Titans, a clash of the Titans. Sorry, I don't know if a mash of the Titans is the right word. I see someone typing in the chat. Hold on one second. Let me bring something up so I can see. Bubba, what's going on? Bubba the Boss, how you doing? 44 says hello. Well, I got my feet kicked up. I got my PJs on. I am cozy and ready for a good match today. I'm expecting some crazy high quality gameplay from these guys. You know, I don't really expect nothing too much less from these guys. F18 saying, "Hey 44, how you doing? Hey, how you doing?" All right, gotta bounce back and forth between reading the chat on here and seeing what the representatives on the teams are saying, so I can get all my timing for stream correct. Don't want to miss the lobby. Team improved 44. What is this? What do you mean, team improved 44? Improved 44? What are you talking about? What's so much better about this 44 than the last 44? No one was gonna tell me that my hat was uneven. Shame. You guys really don't care. See how it is. Your team. Team improved 24. No, it's Squad 44. Squad 44 is my team. I got a couple of crazy players on my team. I got X Overdose. I got Alex Yvette. Who else do I got? I got Demon Wolf. I got Jason. I got a couple other additions to the team that we don't want to spoil yet. Yeah, they haven't made their debut, so we'll see. There we go. So we're 1 minute out from the game starting. One minute out from the game starting. I'm going to refresh the page here where I can see all of these games that are happening. Let's see if I see their stuff happening. I do not. Just going to make sure. Lobby is not open yet, but it shall be soon. We do you. Oh, they know me. Oh, wait, what? Overdose. They know me well. We do you. The Bubba. I don't know what you're talking about in chat here, Bubba the Boss, but you seem like you're enjoying yourself, so keep enjoying yourself. But yeah, we got some good players on my team. Players I'm excited to play with. I've actually been off Contractors the last couple of days, kind of taking a break. We got some team building stuff that we're doing on another game, but I don't want to reveal all of Squad 44's training secrets for this tournament. Yeah, but I'm probably going to actually be hopping on tomorrow for a stream on my personal account. So again, 44_VR. Hopefully I'm pointing at the right place. I do not have the game, I do not have OBS on screen. There we go. Yeah, I was. But yeah, if you want to look at that, make sure you go ahead and follow me on here and turn on that notification bell so you get a notification when I go live, so I don't got to go on like TikTok and like Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter and make these accounts to like notify you and go on live, you could just already be notified. Like, it's built right in. Built right in. You know me. In game, I'm the Bubba. Do it. I know you? I'm really sorry, but the name doesn't ring a bell. If I've played, I probably will know your profile picture, like your image, before I know your face. Or your name. That's my bad. F18, you have great teammates. Yes, I'm very blessed to have these very good teammates that I stumbled across in the game. And honestly, it's kind of like I kind of find like the origin story of Squad 44, kind of like how Luffy, if you're an anime fan, Luffy from One Piece, the anime, he goes around finding all these people that he ends up pretty much butting heads with and arguing with and, you know, fighting with, and then they become friends and they combine their powers and become even more powerful together because they push each other to go farther. That's pretty much what happens on my team. Like Overdose, I think he was the first one he was the first one to bring on that I brought on. And Overdose, we would just butt heads all the time because like we'd get into lobbies together, and I would personally just be going after him because he would kill me in the nastiest way. I'm like, I'm angry at this guy. I gotta go be disrespectful to this guy. I gotta go after him, and it would just push me to be more aggressive, to hone my skills, just to shoot better. And then it was like, you know what? You're a deadly assassin. Get on the squad. And then it's pretty much the same thing for all the other members. At some point, I was in a lobby with them, and they kept on killing me, and I was like, how do you do that? And then I spent a lot of time with them to get along. It's like, get on the squad. I learn how they do that. They learn how I do me, and we carry on together even stronger. That's it's been working so far. I mean, here we are. But we're still waiting on the teams to get everything together. I'm talking to UMAD Clan right now on the Discord, making sure that everything's all good to go. Stream keeps lagging. What kind of lagging? Can you describe it for me? Is it like a chicka? Is it lagging for anyone else, or is it just for Bubba? F18, how's it going for you? Because it's playing fine in the little window that I have here. Let's see. Freezing. Okay, so it's like a freeze and go for you. It's playing smooth on here for me. This is a separate device, not logged into this stuff. F18's going good. I think it might be you, Bubba. Try either closing your browser, reopening it, launching the stream again, or just refresh the page. It might fix it. If not, then I would call your internet service provider and tell them that I'm very upset with them. I'd like to speak with them personally at the moment. So that's what we can do while we're filling our time, waiting for this game to start. Listening to these amazing tunes. Still waiting on my cue for when this is going to start. I keep on checking for the lobby. I see quite a few lobbies with people I know hosting them. But unfortunately not the lobby. Oh, there it is right here. Here we go. We have our lobby. It is live. We can get this going. Let's take a look at this game, guys. And here we are. We are on the way to seeing a crazy match. Let me get my headphone on. I am excited for this one. There we go. Controller's back working. We can fling around. There's Imagine Craft as we get things going on Hard Hat here today. We get on A and we see there's no time being wasted for a crazy match happening here. We get a lot of action going on. We already see a crazy amount of exchanges here, but blue team does manage to hold this down. Now, will Cat be able to come in and push UMAD off of point A? This is one of the most complex points on this map, and it's a crazy, crazy thing that we see. Cat moving in doubles here. Moving in pairs is always the way to go because you see you have that much more firepower, and that person coming around the corner is a little bit confused when they see two heads that they can pop, simply because they're not sure where they should look. And you see how when one was isolated, two of them pulled up. They knew that they can only hit that one, and that the 2v1's always going to work a little bit better. Now, how many are left on point? I think that was a full exchange, a full trade. Everybody's down. Yes, it is. Now we have a matching craft coming in on point, trying to neutralize that and losing in that exchange here. Who did they lose to? Legendary Assassin is up here watching the point. Now, he could run in there and he could try and neutralize it himself, but that's going to put him at risk of dying himself, which we're not really looking for. He wants to come in here and stay alive as much as possible, as long as possible, obviously. So he's going to stay up here and monitor this point from a distance, lock it down as best as possible, and then we see Ghostmaker coming in here to try and lock it down and get some percentages on the point, but completely shut down. Who was Ghostmaker taken out by? I couldn't see on there. I completely missed that on the kill feed, but now we have Imagine Craft coming back in, and who is up on their perch? We see Assassin, and Assassin is shooting down, and they're going to have this little altercation. Now, Assassin's getting some backup. Let's see what happens when he comes around for round two, and he has another exchange. This is Yo Speed shooting down, managing to take out Cat Munition, and then Cat Exo taking out iDog. Now, who's going down? It's Speed going down because a Magic Craft is coming back in. Now, we see a little bit of movement happening at C. Let's fling ourselves all the way over here to see what's happening. Who is holding it down? Well, we see UMAD taking a sneaky approach and coming in and locking down a C. So that'll give them 2 points. They now have B and C. So we see A moving completely towards Cat's side. But they're even making a push on here as we see Ghostmaker in here. Now he's going to be pushed by 2. Can he take 2? He cannot. We see these two come in and completely push through, but get mowed down. And oh, we even see a Claymore kill from Mushroom there. 37 Mushroom on Cat's squad. Now, who do we have spawning here? We have Cat. Oh, can't see too well. Oh, we had Cat Jaya going down due to Yo Speed, but Yo Speed going down due to Cat Jaya. Perfect even trade. Now, all this chaos that's happening here on point A is just a regular day. Now, we see up here on top of that, on top of this little container right here where we just saw our buddy hop down there. And that's a very common spot to see people sit, to wait for another team to come and push through here, and just unbeknownst to them, Buddy is sitting here ready for them to go. And he's also watching this point here. And do we have someone coming up where we can watch the effectiveness of the corner that he's sitting in? He actually moved to another side and gets taken down by Yo Speed. Yo Speed obviously had that speed to take him down and that accuracy to come with it. Now we see 2 of the Cat members pushing down. Yo Speed managing to take out Zhao En, who is sitting there at the top getting taken down. That is Munition, Cat Munition, and Yo Speed is still sitting here taking people down, but he has gone down due to Mushroom. Now, who is coming onto the point now? Can we see another altercation happening here? It's a 2-on-1 where we see Legendary Assassin holding his own against the one here, and Mushroom pushing in. Can he hold his own? I don't even know if they know each other are there. There we go. Assassin taking him down. His back's exposed, sticking up behind this post. Is he going to be able to hold his own? He cannot. Imagine comes in and holds down point A. This is definitely the most action-packed point that you're going to get on this map, but let's flick over to some of these POVs. Maybe there's something happening at C that we are missing out on. Let's see as we push forward here. Who are we following? We're following Ghostmaker. This is his POV. And I want to see you guys in the chat put in what are your predictions for this match? What are the scores that you think you're going to see for the overall game? And who do you think is going to come out on top of this game right now? I want to see you put it in the chat. I want to see it. I got it in my hand. I can see you guys typing. I want to see who you think is going to be winning this. But now we see Ghostmaker really holding down the point here, but getting taken down himself by 37 Mushroom. 37 Mushrooms probably going to push in here. Yeah, just like they normally do in pairs, and hold down this point. They get it back to 100%, and let's fly our way through the construction site here and see what he gets into. Mushroom's going down to the Yo Speed. Now let's watch Yo Speed get onto the point here and do his best. Oh, but he's taken down by the Claymore. That Yo Speed went a little bit too quick and didn't check for the Claymores. Let's go through this tunnel here, and we'll see what action this brings us as we get onto point B. We see Yo Speed again. He's coming down through the smoke. Going nice and quick to the point here. Now, do we have someone on this corner here? Yes, we do. We have an even trade with Yo Speed and the Imagine Craft. As onto the point, we see a massive grenade going down. Zhao taking down everybody. Now we see another push onto the point here. Who do we have here? If he stops moving, that was King. King Louis going down due to Cat. Zhao N right here. Now we got ImagineCraft on the point. Who else do we got? We got Jaya. And ImagineCraft going down. Jaya now trading with Ghostmaker. Ghostmaker turning those two into Ghost and living up to his name. And now Cat going down right there. Who is that? That was ImagineCraft going down. And who do we have on the point here? We have Jaya. Jaya pushing in with Zhao, and they're managing to hold down point A and keep it for themselves. Now let's travel through the building here and see what's happening as he gets some ammo there and he pushes himself out. Nope, there's the 2-on-1. That's not going to go too well when you're a solo pushing on 2 cat members. It just doesn't go too well. Now let's get out on the point here and see what happens. We see a couple more red percentages going in, but Yospi getting taken down by Zhao. And so much happening. Mushrooms coming out at this point and really starting to put some feet onto the ground, some boots in motion. Let's look inside here. We have a blue team member coming in through. Oh, an even trade. Look at that. The chaos here is just getting more and more with every second. Now let's follow up the stairs and see what's happening here. Oh, I completely missed that altercation, whatever just happened there. But let's get back onto the point here. We see Mushroom on the point. And is that ImagineCraft around the corner? Yes, it is. ImagineCraft going down. We're going to see a little bit through the tunnel. He's taking out the Claymore before he comes through. And is he going to... Oh, he doesn't manage to win the gunfight at the end of the tunnel. But he did see that Claymore. We saw Yospeed running and completely ignoring those Claymores. And it did cost him a life, which can be the make or break of these matches. You know, even it can just come down to that one death, that one tag, that one thing. So we see, oh, what's happening on the point here? We see Zhao coming in and completely removing the weak defenses that were set at B. They just had one person here. We haven't seen much action happening at B this game. But, oh, now we see Doc coming through. And is Doc going to come through and show the patient how he does his business? Yes, he does. He makes it here. And his 2 nurses come in to support him in the OR. But we see ImagineCraft coming up here to get on to B. He does not want to see what they want to see. And they all split off into different directions. A different strategy than I've seen from a lot of different teams that play on hard hat. You normally see someone's going to come down, lock down the point, and then you're going to see them push off and look into different directions to hold down the point as best as they can while they capture it. So they're gonna capture it. One person's gonna be on it capturing it, and everyone's gonna push away and hold their own point to make sure that they can continue to hold the point. Now, my point being, when I saw these guys come out of the point, you see we have one on the point right here, and they're holding a more traditional stance right now, where one's going to be behind the bulldozer here, looking into the wall here, making sure that all of these guys are entertained. We're going to have one looking in here, one looking out here, or a couple looking straight back in. But what I saw them do is they pushed onto here, and they just kind of fanned out. And they didn't really have anybody holding down the point, which yes, it can be good to make sure the point's clear. You push back as far as you can after you come in aggressively, and then you get that point. And if you push back as far as you can away from the point before you start capturing it, then yes, it can start to play in your favor when. It can start to play in your favor when you have that extra space and the extra time when the team is they couldn't come in and rush you as soon as you started to hold down the point. You went and got them and then started to take the point. Yes, it can work. Hopefully I'm making sense here. Yes, it can work, but realistically it's not the smartest decision. So it was interesting to see Cat start to do that. But anyway, now we see the game's come to an end. GG's everybody involved. This was an intense match. There we go. I gotta unmute my mic for you guys to hear me. I keep forgetting that. That was an intense match. We saw a lot of action, a lot of crazy stuff, and sorry for this blanket sitting here on my racing sim, making everything look all untidy. There we go. Let's move that. All right. Well, we saw an intense match today, a crazy match today, and as I was talking about, you know, a couple different ways that you can attack these points and really hold them down. You can come in and sit on the point, look out, and make sure that nobody can get to you, or you can kind of hop in like Cat did at some points, like pour in like water. You flow out to everywhere that you can. You make sure that everywhere around you is clear, and then you come back into the center and you hold that point down. But when you're holding it down, you can kind of push one guy to the center and spread your legs out. You know, you spread all the members out a little bit more, and you have a little bit more of a barrier and a little bit more time. So if one guy in this corner goes down, you have more time for him that it's going to take for him to get to the point, because you pushed out so far and held down so far away from the flag. Now, it's a hard plan to do. You need strong players to do it. You can't have anybody trading or going down, because then you are losing points to your defense, and you're only playing 5-man teams here, so you're not going to have a lot of manpower, a lot of real estate to work with. But anyway, long story short, we see some good plays, we see some good strategy, and not the traditional stuff all the time, which is it's nice to see. I'm still looking for the lobby here again. We're gonna make sure that we can find it. There we go. I just got the cue that they're going to be starting Summit for their next match. Let me refresh my page one more time, see what we can find. There we go, hold on. I think we might have our lobby. There it is. Alright guys, let's get this game started. Let me just switch these names real quick so we get the right colors and the right logos on each side. We'll get the score updated in just a second. There we go. And now let's hop into the action of this game and get everything going. There we go. All right, let's swing my head around. Let's hop into actually some of these POVs. As we get on to the point here, we're going to see King Louie coming into contact with Jaya. Jaya in the losing part of that altercation. And let's go up to the top here as we get on to point C. Now, point C is a very delicate point to hold. Let's get the scoreboard on here as well, and I will hop over to chat in case you guys have any comments or critiques about what's going on to keep me informed. But anyway, it's a very difficult point to hold, I find, because there's just so many different options. You have basically not just like you have one set of stairs, two sets of stairs coming onto one landing. So that's two different points of entry that merge into one, but I count them as two. Then you have this bridge, the up top and the down low into the door in here. So you have 1, 2, 3 just on one side, and then 4, 5 different points that people can kind of be attacking you at this point. And not to mention with movement and a bunch of extra factors, jumping off of here and moving around is also a possibility. And the fact that you can be holding the point from inside here in the corner also adds a layer of difficulty when you're getting attacked. But it does add a possibility of protection. Now we're going to see 37 Mushroom here on the corner, watching the door, making sure King Louis is not going to be able to come in here and do what he does, but King Louis does what he does. He is the king. Now we're going to see a grenade coming in from the top. Is it going to get King Louis? No, it's just not going to have enough gusto. He manages to lock it down as we see, oh, who just went down the stairs? That was Munition going down the stairs. Yo Speed not letting him get to point B. Now we're going to see both of these points held down. King Louis just went down due to 37 Mushroom. Where is this happening? I don't know, but we see Yo Speed on the point and 37 Mushroom here. 37 Mushroom going for a kill streak, but that's not happening. Yo Speed, sorry, a Legendary Assassin, I believe, is the one that took down Mushroom. Now we see point B still locked down at 100%. Not a single percentage has moved towards Cat's side. Let's see how well UMAD can get in here and really just dominate. We see Yo Speed using the height advantage, or the lack of height advantage, to hide behind here, but it wasn't to any avail. We got a sharpshooter up top looking down. That's Imagine Craft. Let's see as he jumps through here. He comes down onto B. We see the first couple red percentages hitting here, or at least we will in a minute if he manages to neutralize this, but he is taken down by Legendary Assassin. There's a little bit of a battle happening outside. I can hear some gunfire. Let's see what's going on out here. Now, this is a very common spot to see a little bit of an altercation. You'll see someone jumping down from point A down onto this platform to get to point B. But as that happens, you'll see somebody coming from point B down here, and they'll run right into each other. And that's always a collision point that I find that people are running into, getting into some crazy gunfights. Now we see Yo Speed up here watching the top stairs as UMAD kind of just locks down this area for a second time. Now you really do not want to be on C side. C side is definitely one of the more difficult sides to be on, especially in domination. This map is a great map. It's relatively balanced, but we do have quite a bit of difficulty when you're coming in from Seaside, just exactly like that. When a team can manage to come up in here, place as many claymores as they did on the door, just like that, and really just manage to hold down this area, lock down the B flag. It's very hard to get in here and tell them otherwise, because once you're locked down, this corner is a key position that you'll see people getting locked down on. Because when you're looking from the top, I'll give you a view in a second as Yo Speed is trading down here with Mushroom to keep point B clear. But when you're looking down from here, you can't really see too much of behind this area here. But from this area, you can see perfectly who's coming up and around. So Yo Speed is taking advantage of that to lock down B. Another point that you can get is standing right on top of this point in the center. You can see through the window there onto C's spawn. Now we see 37 Mushroom coming in here, trying to play his mushroomy magic, and he does manage to get some fruit from it, taking down Yo Speed and coming to put some red percentages on B. Now we're going to see B get completely neutralized here. Unless, no, it doesn't. UMAD Clan comes and shuts that down real quick. But we're going to see we're going to see Cat pushing in here. Ghost getting taking down Imagine Craft, sorry, and coming in here and holding down the point himself. Now let's see what happens as someone enters in the front door. We see Ghostmaker making another ghost as his name suggests, and keeping B at 100% and still in blue control, but then going down due to Cat Munition. So we're going to have another altercation here. We see the Claymore getting taken out. Smart eyes, good looks by King Louis. King Louis coming in here and dominating an A, but not actually taking the point, because not actually once you start taking the point, you're going to start flipping the spawn. It might not be ideal. They flipped over to C. Maybe they like it. Maybe it's their thing. But it's definitely not for me. I would rather be holding down point A. And we're going to come back here and go down to this pathway as we follow Zhao, who gets taken down by, who was that? Zhao was taken down by Bonsky. Bonsky, I think it is? Bonovsky, sorry. Bonovsky. That's on me. And Bonovsky on the point right here. He's looking outside. He's having those altercations. Doing that little wiggle. As I like to call it, the Mad Dog wiggle, because I see Mad Dog do it the most. But now, oh, did we see someone jump off the side? I think we might have, because they definitely weren't in the little sidecar. Now we're going to see 37 Mushroom coming down this pathway here. Is he going to go in the sidecar? Yes, he is. Let's see what 37 Mushroom sees through here. This is what he would have seen, but now he's on point. Let's get in there, get some of this action. There he goes. He's on there, taking the point for his own. Let's see if somebody can come in. Oh my God, we had three of them coming in the window like SWAT. One of them going down on the side. Oh, yo, speed going down as well. And who do we have still left underneath the stairs here? Running back onto A, getting to the corner, or sorry, running back towards C, getting into the corner there, repositioning and dominating. We see King Louis and Assassin coming in and holding down at that point. We never have seen point B actually change color yet. They have been doing a very good job of holding this point down, making sure that they are in control at all times. So let's drift back into the point here, and I'm going to check my phone, make sure that we got everything going, make sure that I can see the chat. Yes, we can. We are good. All right. Now let's keep things going. As the battle has definitely been moving, let's try and hop into some of these POVs. Who are we watching here? Oh, they're not going to walk in front of us, are they? There we go. Well, that was King Louis that we were watching. Let's see who's walking in front of us here. This is Legendary Assassin's POV as he jumps around the corner, making sure to keep himself moving. When you jump around corners like that and you slide around corners like that, you make yourself a moving target, just a little bit harder to hit and a little bit harder to see. And the faster you move, the harder you are to hit. Now we see this is coming to a very quick end here as there's only 1 point left and the game is done. GG's, everybody. See, this is why I love you guys. This is why I need you guys. No mic audio. Thank you for that. I was talking about a lot of cool stuff, but you're never going to know now. So that my train of thought has just chugga away. It's just gone. Mic quality A1. Thank you. Thank you. Years of audio engineering training has come to me, casting esports from my basement. Love it. Oh, I'm kidding. Thank you. I appreciate it. I am appreciative. But let me get back to this. Sneaky alien. I'm not 100% sure what it is that you mean, but if you can clarify for me, maybe I can clarify for you. We'll see. We shall see. But that last game was action-packed. What's it called? Summit being one of my favorite maps from Black Ops. I came from a Black Ops background. That is my favorite Call of Duty. And one of the last Call of Duties that I really played seriously before this new Modern Warfare 2. So when I play on Summit, there's like a little bit of nostalgia that I get. You know, like I remember playing this map. Like the first time that I played Summit in VR was a completely different experience because I was so used to seeing it 2D, I guess, on the screen, and you know, that's how I knew this map. And suddenly getting dropped right into it and playing it like I'm actually there, even just that experience was insane for me the first time. So now being able to play a lot better because you actually get your depth perception, you get your all to use your senses properly. Then being dropped in a map that you're nostalgic in as well and know pretty well because you used to play it as a kid, it's a pretty good combination. It can lead to some pretty awesome plays. I know I've gotten some myself, but that game was full of them. Oh, Buddha got some ads. What's the score right now? It's Cat 2 and UMAD 0. So if Cat takes this third match, then they are going to be victorious. And they're going to have a wash game pretty much, so because it is best 3 out of 5. But if UMAD can come back in this next game and score, then they're good. Yes. Yes. Now I'm going to check back with my queue, man, see what's going on. I don't have any messages yet, so we're still waiting on the next game to start. I'm assuming that they are figuring out what map they want to run. I know that there's so for domination there's going to be 5 different maps they can choose from, and then I believe it's the same for comp control. So the first 2 games are going to be domination, and then the next 2 games are going to be comp control, and based on the winners or losers of those, and we're going to go to a last game, and that would be a domination game to be a tiebreaker if it's 2-2. So they're going to figure out everything. The title is Havoc versus Aggressive. Yes, I'm fully aware the title is not in the right order. Basically, I got kicked out of the account to be able to change that, so that's going to be taken care of after the stream is done. I'm sorry, I can't take care of that right now. That's an unfortunate, just a clerical error, let's just say. UMAD clan. Following, you can edit the title for him. Yes. Can he do that? I tried to find someone to do that for me. I could not get that done. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I was messing with third. That's the Alright, let's get back to still no message yet. But let's make sure that since one of my last streams I did mess up the score, so I want to keep everything fair and legit. Let's make sure I have everything correct. The score is 2 in favor of Cat? No, 2 in favor of UMAD. That's my bad. 2 in favor of UMAD. Am I correct? Oh, he got it. He's still a mod. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's what mods are for. But is our score correct? Let's be sure. UMAD is winning. There we go. Okay. I'm not making another mistake like I did last time, so I know that things flip around with comp control and dom, so the scores get a little confusing. Numbers aren't my forte, but I got you guys to keep me on here. 2-0 for UMAD at 44VR. Thank you. That was a question. Are they winning? Yes. They do be winning. I'll give you guys a glimpse at the game scene while I update the score here. So this is basically what I see when I'm looking for a match there. I'll scroll through and I'll click on a match that I want to join, and we'll get things going there. But let's update the score here. So UMAD clan is going to be a big old dose, like so. And then we'll go back to intermission. You guys can look at my ugly mug for a little bit while we figure out what's going on with this game. So we're waiting for Summit to start. Oh, sorry, not Summit to start. Summit just ended. Wow. Round 3 to start. Now we do have this in favor of UMAD Clan. It is a 2-0 game so far. And if we see UMAD Clan manage to lock down a third game, as I was saying earlier, this is a 3 out of 5 competition. This third game being not being domination, though. The first 2 games were played as domination. The third game is going to be comp control. If they manage to lock this down while switching game modes and carry this momentum for the first 2 games, they will lock this down and confirm the win and be moving on victorious from this into their next match. But if they can't do that, and the switch of game is enough that Cat can use that switch of game, the switch of pace, the slowing down of comp control, they can use that to throw off the momentum of UMAD, then they can actually really come back and play another game, get this as a 2-2, and then go back into domination and really hope that UMAD doesn't carry their domination lead from before and their momentum before. But anyway, I'm getting too far ahead. This is all hypothetical. It's all what could happen. It's all speculation, if you will. But I'm expecting some crazy action. Crazy action. I know that I look very tired. It's because I am. But I'm still hyped. I'm hyped in here. Well, we're seeing some scores that people are saying second round by 250. Wow. If we had to guess what the score is going to be for this next match, and keep in mind we're doing comp control. What are you thinking in this next match? This is definitely going to be a really tense. Like, I know there's a tense conversation right now happening on Cat's side getting this game set up. Like, this is a tense game. If they don't come out on top of this game, then they lose. And with this clash of these 2 titans, that's a big loss. So I know that they don't want to see that. So I know there's a crazy conversation going on their side. So let's get into the game, and I want to see what exactly is going to happen. Now, as we hop in to the game, hold on, give it a quick sec. Let's get everything going. There we go. Now we got the game back going. We're going to hop into Wildlands here, and we're going to be following Assassin here. Now, as I flip back over to my controller, we're going to make sure everything is viewing correct. Yes, it is. All right. We're here on Wildlands doing some comp control. We see Cat Jaya pushing out from the point here. The point is first here inside of the church. Now, who's on the point here holding it down? We have Cat Munition. Cat Munition goes down due to Legendary Assassin. Now, there's no percentages going up on the point now. We can see, is it going to come in and be a neutralization, or is it going to be a... Oh! We're going to see this get neutralized real quick right now as it just turns into the blue percentages. We see Legendary Assassin coming in. A grenade getting thrown, but just missing the door there. That was a good throw, but unfortunately not good enough to get inside there and take out Assassin on point. We see it 18, 19, 20%. Let's see how far they can get before Cat can come in here and show UMAD they are boss. I want to see a good push. I want to see some insane plays to get themselves in here, but unfortunately UMAD is really good at locking down the point, pushing out, and not really letting anybody get into their way. Now, Ghostmaker in this vulnerable spot here, as we see a couple of the Cat members coming in through different ways. Now, we're going to see two of them coming in through this right-hand side around the corner here as they throw grenades into the door. One managing to get inside and taking out Legendary Assassin on the point. We see Cat Jaya pushing in. Now, from this side, we're going to have Doc coming in and taking a very clinical approach, as his name would suggest he would. He comes in, throws a grenade, and it does more of a lap as the other guys on the inside take care of business and throw down and put down more percentages on the point. Now we see two of the Cat members moving in the door here. Let's see if they can manage to get far. I don't know if they will. As we swing in here, we see Banovsky is victorious against Munition coming in here. Now Banovsky's still on point there. We don't see too much action happening. Oh, wow, I spoke too soon. As we see Banovsky and Zhao having an altercation. Banovsky goes running out and running back in to take care of business as he's solo on the point. We see Jaya coming in one side, throwing in that grenade. Now, is it going to go inside? Yes, it is, but it didn't matter because he took him down with a headshot from the outside. Now we see Jaya collecting that tag, a tag being left behind over here, and Ghostmaker trying to live up to his name and make some more ghosts, but he is off to the side a little bit too far. He's getting pushed from the left-hand side and the right-hand side here. He has two enemies. Now he's three, and that was a 3v1 that wasn't going to go too well, but Ghostmaker goes down. Legendary Assassin takes out Munition as well. Now we're going to see Zhao is taking some shots here. Where are they coming from? Let's take a little peek around. Yo Speed is on the other side there as Zhao pushes it on this side. I've got two on the other side. I believe that was Mushroom and one other. Now Speed taking a couple shots there, but managing to wiggle out of the way. But ooh, going down now as the point moves over to the valley. We're going to see these three push in through the building to try and clean up whatever's mess is left. Whatever guys are left still here, they're going to take care of them as they move towards the point. Make sure they get all of their tags as well. Now Cat Imaginecraft in the back here is battling with somebody up by the church steps. Who is that? That's Banovsky. And then we have someone up at the top as well. We have Legendary Assassin shooting down. Now there's a lot of action happening just moving towards this point here, because as you know, in comp control, the spawns do not move. You will stay in your same spawn the entire time. Cat being spawned on this side, of Blue being spawned on this side, that being UMAD. But anyway, they're going to push their way back down here. They're going to have all these fights with all this space to cover, all this room to fight. As we see, the point here still has 0 percentages put down on it. No feet have touched the ground. No boots have touched the ground yet. And the first boost to touch the ground, put some percentages on the point right here. That is going to be our boy Yo Speed. He's getting in there quick, as his name would suggest he does. Let's put up the scoreboard, make sure that we can see everything that we need to see, all the scores that we need. As Banovsky comes in and absolutely wipes the floor, doing what he can. Oh wait, no, that was Yo Speed there before. No, Yo Speed got wiped. Now we see at the top of the hill here, we have a very good defensive position set up. We have one on the inside here. That is what I would think would be a decoy position. This guy's here to be the front man, to handle all of the main pressure. But we have Banovsky at the back who's actually doing the capturing of the point. So if we do see the man on the point right here, if we do see Ghosts go down, then we are still going to have one person holding the point and making sure that the percentages go up. But now they're spreading out because they don't need to stay on it as it's transmitting. And we're going to see Ghost here taking most of the fire as he takes out Zhao. And then shooting around this car. Is he going to be able to get Munition? No, Munition taking out Ghost right there. Now they're going to start pushing out and trying to hold as much of a defensive perimeter around this spot here, not letting Cat get close at all. That's the tactic I see working the most for a lot of these competitive teams. But there it is. Game is over. GG's, everybody. So what we just saw there was UMAD win 3 games in a row against Cat Alpha Squad. So that means that they are victorious in this, but they're doing one more for fun. I believe they're going to switch spawns. I'm not 100% sure. But after this game, that will be the end of the Cat Alpha Squad versus UMAD Clan. The results aren't going to change though, regardless of what this game says, regardless of how this game finishes. This is just for fun, just for sportsmanship between these two teams. They're going to do one more. But that is it. That's all. We have UMAD Clan victorious over Cat Alpha Squad. That is, that is wild. Wild to see. Complete shutout. Complete shutout. Oh, excuse me. Just waiting here for the lobby to open up again, and we'll look at this last game, and then we will call it a night. Yes, call it a night. Sorry. Yes, GG's both teams. Sneaky alien saying that. GG's to everybody involved. Everybody, like, just because you see I don't want anyone to think that just because you see a clean sweep that means one team is insanely better than the other. That can be the case, but you know, I really do think in this case we need to look at the skill of both teams. Like these guys are absolutely insane, and you're looking at the skill of every individual player. These guys are all individually absolutely wild, but just, you know, when you play as a unit, you have good strategy and foresight of how the other team's going to move around. You know, things can get a little bit complicated, you know. So don't think that, you know, their performance today is 100% reflective of how their team plays all the time. You know, I've played against a lot of the Cat guys. They're really good players. So this is it's definitely intense. But let's hop back into it. I believe the spawns have flipped around, so there's going to be a difference in color. So let's give the teams a little flippity flip like that, and then we will do that as well. Oh, what am I doing here? We're gonna flip these scores around as well, just for the time being, and then we'll get right into the action. I promise. There we go. And we can see 37 mushroom in the corner there. Actually, let's switch back. I want to make sure. There we go. Now we're back on the point here. We see Deco Bulldog. Ooh, who just rushed on the point? That was Yo Speed taking out the Action Craft. Ooh, where are we? Yo Speed going down right there. Where did that come from? As you see this point, not really moving too much. There we go. Neutralized now as Cat gets on there to do their business. Here we see munition here. This common spot right here. Getting taken now by Deco Bulldog from way back here. Let's see how long that shot actually was. We go through the smoke and way back here. That is a tough shot to hit. And you can see the smoke is just clearing a little bit as it pulses here out of the grenades. You can see this spot here a little bit periodically from there. You see a Magic Craft on the spot, making sure that the blue team is getting all that they can on that squad. Is not going to let this spot go down. Let's get a little bit more perspective and see who's coming onto the point, as we have one more on the corner there, Cat Jaya, and we have one more inside. I believe that was Mushroom that we saw. But let's go to the bottom of the stairs. Legendary Assassin coming around the corner. Mission sitting there, ironically, by the extra ammunition. Let's see Assassin peek around the corner and take out munition. Let's swing around back here. Watch him grab that tag. He's going to do next. It's also scoreboard so everybody can stay informed as to what's going on. And flip back around here. We see Deco Bulldog and Banovsky on the point, as well as Legendary Assassin, and new data station is appearing as they neutralize what was going on for Cat. Where is that new point? It's appeared. It's way over here. It hasn't moved too much. I thought it was over in the garage. It's over in the valley. As UMAD goes around to clean up a little bit of extra business. Let's get down here and see Yo Speed on the point. Actually, no, there's someone else on the point. Oh, I thought I saw those percentages move. It was Yo Speed with the quickness getting onto the point and putting the first couple percentages down for UMAD Clan. We're going to see Deco Bulldog on the stairs or on the up and down ramps or whatever you want to call them coming down the pathway. Coming to do some business. We still see it's already at 40%. Oh, Yo Speed just got taken down by Capitation, so there was no percentages we put down at the point right now. Unless, yes, we do have someone else coming onto the point. That is going to be Cat Munition himself. He is neutralizing and then capturing it for Cat. Let's see how many percentages they can put down, how long they can hold this before they're contested. It seems relatively clear right now. They have a good position where they have Mushroom at the top of the hill there. They have another support on Mushroom coming down the bottom. Zao going down right there due to Yo Speed coming in. Let's see how Yo Speed does. This is his point that he was putting percentages on after it appeared. On the opposite side, Banovsky pinch and taking down the other side. Now we do see Cat Jai at the top of the hill. That's going to be a trade point, but he is being double pinched now. One at the bottom, and Jaya goes down due to the first pinch. That was Deco Bulldog coming down and laying down the law. And we see this going towards the red team. It's still being captured. We haven't seen it go. We haven't seen it being taken 100% by either team. But we have seen this go flipping and flopping more than we see feet in sandals on the beach. We see Yo Speed going down to a grenade due to a grenade. Trying to secure it. Let's see if he can hold this down. Munition takes another one down. That was Banovsky. And Ghostmaker taking down Zao in another location, not on the point here, but now we have two members on the point of Cat Alpha Squad to come and get this neutralized and put into their side now and captured, so that they can then transmit their message and get I guess this is all just a fight over WoW. Oh, and we see Yo Speed taken out there. As we're going down there. At the top of the hill here. We're going to follow down and see where he takes us. Because we don't see any movement on the point here. There are no numbers moving at all. So that means there's nobody on the point. There we go. It's getting neutralized and captured again. Again, we haven't seen this point get to a full 100%. That has not happened on either side. So it's going to be really interesting to see who's going to be the first ones to get it to 100%. We've got two stacked teams. To the Titans. UMAD and Cat. Again, it's just a fun game. These guys did just finish all of their official matches where UMAD Clan did a clean sweep on Cat Alpha Squad. 0 shutout. Now we do see one going down on the point there. And no percentages getting put down. This still hasn't gone to 100% on either side. Let's see if we can get one more of the red team in here. There's Yo Speed with the quickness like usual. And let's see if he can be the first guy to actually get this to 100%. Let's see who his opposition is coming down the hill. We're going to see a Contractor. Now, Yo Speed's in an interesting situation here. He can get the point to 100% like he's doing right here and start transmitting. There we go. Now, but he doesn't want to get to situations while you're in that stage of getting it to transmit. You don't want to go down to the point just like that, and then you're stuck with your percentage of going back and forth, just like yourself doing back and forth, back and forth. Point, then they went down. Someone else came. Then they were from another team, and they went down the other way, back and forth. And it's just like a big game of ping pong, and you don't want that uncertainty. You want it to be as certain as possible. So he was in a tough position. Do I fight these guys peeking out? Do I tuck myself back in here and secure these points? But he managed to get it to transmitting, so when he went down, it was okay. Now we have everything moved to a new data station, and as ImagineCraft moves his way up from the bottom, I'm going to move of the UMAD Clan members over there in the red, moving towards this point, and this is a very common point for Jaya over here. Now Jaya going down due to Banovsky with a laser beam through that window. We're going to see Legendary Assassin and Mushroom getting a little bit of an application here. How's that going to go? It's going to go in favor of Legendary Assassin getting down on the point, putting the first red percentages in on here. Now let's get ourselves through the spin around and get a little bit of this action as we see Cat Munition taking out Legendary Assassin. We see this point moving in the blue direction. That means Cat's on the point doing what they can to put this in their possession. We see Munition going back and forth. And this position right here, let's get some of, at least a little bit closer what his POV would look like. Moving back and forth here, so you can get a really good wiggle going. Forth, make sure that nobody can really see you as you don't have cover here. You don't always have cover when you are trying to get this gunfight. And he didn't have any cover here as he went for those tags there, so he did end up going down. And we're gonna have a new member get onto this point here. We see 37 Mushroom running across and getting onto the point here, making sure it stays in Cat possession. As that Cat possession. Cat Giant holds down this corner here. Let's see who's pushing up from here. We see a little bit of a fight going down. Ghostmaker is not too happy about it, I am guessing. But we see Yospi coming in with the quickness again. Let's follow up on get to this point here. He ends up going down due to Cat Munition. It is ready for him, ready for the action. Now let's swing out piles here and see another going down. See Deco Bulldog moving in and dominating the point here, taking out Mushroom. Now, he's going to neutralize this without too much heat. I'm not sure. But, you know, they say if you can't handle the heat, you gotta go into the whoa, just straight over here. And the match Yo Speed goes down to the Cat, and we have Deco Bulldog and Imagine Craft doing a little flippity floppity. And we see Cat Jaya coming onto the point as a new data station appears. Now let's fling around and see where we can find that. It is in the garage here. Let's get ourselves a little bit closer here as we see Cat is already on the point doing what they do best and holding things down. We see 37 Mushrooms here watching the point. Who's on the way to meet him? Who is on the way to meet him? You see Imagine Craft swinging around the back into an altercation. Very well covered here. I believe he has the advantage, but he does end up getting taken down by Cat Jaya. Where did Cat Jaya end up getting him from? I didn't even see that one. Oh, there was a snake down from here. Now, this is Tree. As you can see, it's so eloquently named for the big tree here. But you can see the line of sight that he had right down onto Banovsky. Because so even though Banovsky had this cover here from who he was fighting through the gate, he was still visible from the top, and that's why it's so important to have a good widespread and a good different variety of weapons on your team, and obviously players who can use those weapons. You need to have some long shooters so you have people in their different spots and playing towards their strengths. That's what's going to get you a win in comp control. It's a lot of different stuff is mixed together into one big game. It's a game a lot harder, but a lot more interesting. So we see Yospi coming in on the point, completely neutralizing that down to 0, but getting off the point and not getting any percentages for himself. I think they're getting a little bit too overwhelmed with who's coming through the door and not focusing on what's going in, because it is a really, really tight game right now. Yes, it's getting this point neutralized, I feel is a little bit more important than holding down your perimeter. But it is a little bit different of a strategy. If it works for them, it'll work for them. I know this is one of 5 games, they're not necessarily play 100%. I would like to see them at least try and put some effort towards getting these percentages down on the point. So we see Yo Speed here. It's all quiet on the western front. I'm not sure how that's gonna play into what's going on here, but let's follow him. Oh, and so he ends up going down due to Imagine Craft over here with the laser beam shots all around the rubble and different pieces of equipment that he has. So, Imagine Craft hits the point there, and so is Banovsky getting right up in his face and not letting him be on that point. Munition taking out Legendary Assassins. Banovsky taking out Munition, and Deco taking out Jaya as this point goes towards the red team, and that would be UMAD Clan. They're coming in and putting those percentages on. Banovsky's not running off the point this time. He's staying off. We're going to see some grenades come in this window, as Cap has been frequently doing. So we're going to see a Yo Speed come in the window instead of a grenade. Back in here, he's going to put in the pressure. Mushroom. We see 37 getting a kill with a Claymore, and Cat getting a kill with a grenade. There's a lot of explosives going on here. High explosive lobby, but that's what you get with the Clashes of Titans. We see neutralized down to 5 and 0, and going all. We're hitting 12, 13, 50%, all going towards that squad. Hefty gunfights going on over here as we see the UMAD members as they push towards the point here. We're going to see a fourth one coming up in the back. That's going to be 37 Mushroom. Getting into contact here, we see Banovsky taking out Zhao as he moves in, but Zhao, I believe, is the one who took out the other two members that he was with there. Let's get inside this window here and see what action is going to happen inside on the point. Only 57 Assassin comes in to start neutralizing. Let's zoom out and see who he has as competition. Nothing yet. It's getting neutralized. We haven't seen it go to 100% yet in either direction because we haven't seen it start transmitting yet. Who was he shooting at? Legendary Assassin was shooting at 37 Mushroom. Now coming in and taking out Assassin. Munition taking out Banovsky. Speed taking out Munition. And then we have on the point, it's just Zhao taken in all of the views from that corner. Oh, did we see a shot through the wall? No, we saw a shot from outside to in. As Deco Bulldog comes in and claims the point for himself, and now it's starting to go towards blue team occupation. We see those blue teams starting to go up, and this is a very, very heavily contested point. Very heavy back and forth. Now we can see Serena Williams and another Serena Williams. You know what I mean? It's just going back and forth, and it's not ending. It's seeming like every single move they have that they have a response for. Like UMAD was like these are two insane teams going against each other. So this let's see if we end up with a stalemate at this point here. You see the point 59 to 69. Cat moves in. What action do we have here? We have full speed coming in like yo gabba gabba, getting everybody in the point riled up. On the point trading with Banovsky taking out Jaya. Who's coming up to the point now? We're going to have Ghostmaker coming in to give them a little bit of a assisting hand, a helping hand. We're holding this down. Now Ghostmaker around the big rock here. We're going to have a for him as the blue team is spawning over here, that being Cat Alpha Squad. Cat Alpha Squad has two of them coming in to pinch him. That's an awkward angle that he's at. 37 Mushroom taking him down and getting the win in that altercation. Now we have all three of these guys on this big rock. And we do have Legendary Assassin in this position. I don't think they know that he is here. We will in a second if he can play his cards right. That Claymore was not close enough to the door as he thought it would. But he did get a grenade out here. That would have exploded and added to the giving a little bit more firing power. You see this 98, 99, 100% now. It's finally transmitting for UMAD Clan. If they can manage to hold this down and not let Cal come in and neutralize it, then they can lock this down and really ensure that this point is theirs. Let's take a good view here as we see 37 Mushroom coming into support. They're neutralizing. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, it is getting rather late here. But we see that new data station appearing as the point is neutralized. Where are we going? I believe we're going to the valley. No, I was wrong. Where are we going? Up top here to the factory, maybe? Is that where we're going? No, it's not. We're going right here. Wow, that did not move far at all. So we're going to see back on this log pile here. Log pile for any kind of emergency. And Jaya is right here. But taken down by Ghostmaker, doing what he does best and making ghosts. As he moves down towards this new point. Blue percentages are on there, and Ghostmaker is not a fan of those on the red team, but he was taken down by Zhao. On to the point where Mushroom is putting in a lot of work, getting this all the way up to 50%, all by his lonesome, his fungy lonesome, sitting there on the point. You Now, I haven't met him personally, but something tells me Mushroom is a fun guy, but Banovsky is not going to stick around to find out as he beams him in the head and makes sure that this is sitting at 54% and not getting any higher. So let's see if there's anybody who's going to get on this point and neutralize it now that they're no longer capturing. We do see Jaya moving up towards the top there with speed. Fighting with Jaya, trying to make his way towards this point here to get a couple more of these red percentages on there. Lots of fighting all around because there, again, are so many angles into gunfights and pretty much any situation. Now we're going to see a grenade going onto the point. Oh, a fumbled one. And a proper one. Ghostmaker taking out Imaginecraft on that point there. We see Speed sitting here now on the point on the front. Now that's an awkward position. We don't see a lot of people occupying. He's sitting here on the front. That's exactly what you would see in that position. Now the only reason he was able to get away with that was because they were not in a direct firefight and there was some smoke on the point protecting him. But usually on the point on the backhand side, it's going to give you a little bit better cover and a little bit better view at who's coming in. It does depend on what side that's going on. They're trying to shoot through the hole there. It didn't go too well as Speed was taken down by the cat. Imaginecraft, I believe it was. And we see Ghostmaker in the corner here, bringing up the percentages, but still making sure that he's staying out of view as best as he can. Trying to stay safe. But is it going to work? Now we come to the point. We see Zhao on his way to the point right now. Grenade, and it's not to any avail. We see Deco Bulldog from a distance in the corner there, taking him out on his point. Coming across. No, Deco Bulldog takes out Imaginecraft, so there's only one left, and that is Cat Jaya there. He gets into a gunfight with Bulldog. Bulldog going down due to cat munition. We have Ghostmaker and Speed on the point here, taking Speed taking full advantage of these tiny little holes here that you can shoot completely through. The one that he is taking advantage of right now is right here, where his view here will give him a sight line to these guys here, but not to them. They can shoot through that. They are of a crazy, crazy caliber. But now we see another one taking advantage of those holes in the fence here. We have Ghostmaker, who's peeking around here, doing the best that he can, collecting tags, and taking care of business. Now we see this new data station appearing. We're going up to the top of the hill here. Watching these guys. We're going to be trading a couple shots over to this new area. Ghostmaker going up against a couple, but losing to Imaginecraft. And then Imaginecraft taking out Legendary Assassin as well, but he's taken out himself by Bulldog at the top of the hill here, as we see Bulldog going in to put in the first couple of percentages for UMAD clan on this point here. So Deco is holding it down all by himself. Is he going to last? No, he does not. He's taken down by the Scar in the hands of Zhao. It's stuck at 9% now for UMAD clan. It's going to get neutralized very quickly. Oh, I might be wrong. My statement was neutralized as Banovsky takes out Mushroom on the point there, and Speed's coming in and taking out Zhao. Now, we're going to see Banovsky continue to put a couple more percentages for the red team on this point, but we do have munition up here in the house with a pretty good vantage point, but Ghostmaker's on the back to see what he can do about that. Now, on the point, we do still have two people putting in some work. Banovsky, and I believe the other one just walked off the point there to push back and give themselves a little bit more space, pushing down this hill. That's the Legendary Assassin. Give a little overwatch from the bottom here. Now, this is not a common spot that you see a lot of people overwatching from, and it's interesting to see that he's there. So this is now, let's keep an eye on there every game to see if there's any other team using that spot. I haven't seen anybody else use that spot to cover this point. That's actually really clever, because you're not directly in the line of sight of too much, and if you are, you're pretty damn far back. It's looking around to even notice that you're there. So I think that's a good position that they consider to hold this point down. Obviously having one on the point and then one up here, and then when you start transmitting like you are now, you push back a little farther like they're doing. They have a couple occupiers building here. There's a little gunfight going on with Speed going down due to munition, pushing into this building right here. Let's see what he's doing inside. He's looking carefully, positioning himself properly, and right as he leaves the window, Banovsky's in the window, wasting no time trying to find him. Let's get back out here and see what happens. Oh, there was two trading over there. That's munition. And Jaya, I believe it was, on the point, on the landing there, the stairs, trading shots. see Bonovsky going down to Zhao. Zhao and Bonovsky were even trade. The new data station has appeared. Let's flip over as we only have 5 tags left for UMAD Clan to get a 4-streak victory. Let's make our way over. Where is this new data station? Oh, is it in the... Yes, it's finally in the factory here that we haven't seen it. We haven't seen it in today. It's flying right through the window. Now, 3 seconds left until this is available, but there's also only 3 tags left until this game is finished. On what is going to happen first? Is someone going to put some percentages down, like Bonovsky here, or are these tags going to be collected from a couple more choices? Aggression to get to the point first, or aggression to get those tags and take the land that you're... Ooh, that was currently yours. That's currently your enemies to get those tags. Now we're going to see pushing onto the point to put the first couple percentages in is Mushroom. Mushroom hears some feet steps outside, some footsteps outside. He gets himself up to an overwatch position. He's taken down by Bulldog with those crazy shots. Now he's going to go and get those tags. Those tags are in an awkward position, but if he can go get those tags, now there are only 2 left for UMAD to clutch another victory. That's going to be a 4-win in a row. Now we're going to see another tag. Oh, there's another tag sitting outside, and if someone can come and get this tag, that is going to make it a 1-tag game. Just like that. Oh, kill denied.